Alright. Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. You can tell from the title. You can literally tell from the title. I had to make this video just because, I'm watching, I just put on, on YouTube of Kingdom Hearts 3 still sucks in 2025. And then when I see the first video pop out, Skyward. I have nothing against him or anything like that. To be honest, I actually agree with you how you felt with Kingdom Hearts 3, the standard edition. Because I fucking hate that game. Through that game. And you can tell from the title. I would never play Kingdom Hearts 3 again. Screw the DLC. Fuck the DLC. I'm not playing that game. Alright? And this guy wants to be like, wow, it's been 5 years. Give it another chance. No, I'm not. I can play another Kingdom Hearts game. Hell, not that long ago, I was playing Dream Drop Distance, and I was having the time of my life. Seriously. Getting some Dream Eaters, level them up and shit like that, getting more powerful to get, so you can get more Dream Eaters and stuff like that. It's cool. Not in Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3 sucks. It sucks. And the fact that people like him want me to be like, oh, just, with the DLC, it's great. No. Why? Why do I need to get a DLC when it should have been in the game to begin with? I've told this already before. We don't have to see this song. We don't have to say this. We don't have to sing the song and dance again, basically. We already know the fucking truth. And stop fucking denying yourself. People like Skyward need to stop denying themselves. Look at this. Maybe you need to pay attention, a lot of people that are around here that want to suck the dick of this fucking game. All of that shit should have been in the base game to begin with. And I've talked to people too, that if that still was in the base of the game, it probably wouldn't be all that bad, but still, it's not worth it because it's still DLC and Square wants you to pay for it. And someone's still going to be like, well, so if it was in the base game, will you still have you change mind of Kingdom Hearts? Probably, but it wasn't in the base game. So why would I give my thoughts on the DLC if it's not in the base game? The DLC is just extra bullshit that should have been in the fucking goddamn game. And then if you buy it, or in 5 years' time, people will be like, oh, this is great. You're just going to give an excuse for Square Enix to do the same shit over again. And don't say that, oh no, we're not. Yes, you are. Because that's how stupid Square Enix is right now. You think I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Remake? No. You guys are idiots if you think I'm going to play that shit. I'd rather have a heart attack and a stroke than fucking play those shits. Alright? Shit. I'd rather be in a hospital? Well, these motherfuckers kill me since I'm a fucking Afro person, and I will have that better than playing this fucking goddamn games. Death is more better than playing these fucking goddamn games. You can say I'm exaggerating, but that's how much I do not like Kingdom Hearts 3, and that's how much it pisses me off to people be like, but the DLC! Yeah, the DLC is what? The DLC is no well better. Again, I've talked to people that have played the DLC, and they say it still sucks. You didn't fix anything, Square. You tried to fix, you knew Kingdom Hearts 3 sucked, and you tried to put a band-aid on it. Too little, too late. Too little, too late. What's done is done. What literally was done is done. You can't change this shit anymore. So let's continue. I want to show this video off. It is about 20 minutes and 15 seconds. So I might not show the whole thing, but I got to point this out here. Again, let's go here.
It has been over 5 years since the release of Kingdom Hearts 3, dropping on January 25th, 2019 in Japan and on January 29th, 2019 everywhere else. And man, let me tell you, time is an illusion, because how on earth did that happen so fast? It truly doesn't feel like it's been that long since this game had first dropped. I remember when Kingdom Hearts 3 was something that almost felt like a myth, something that Kingdom Hearts fans imagined right after completing Kingdom Hearts 2 for the very first time. Clearing out that Kingdom Hearts 2 secret ending showed us what would later be Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. But the truth is, the real hype for Kingdom Hearts 3 began right here. While the game was actually only in development for 5 years, it was that anticipation and excitement from the secret ending that planted the seed of the Kingdom Hearts 3 hype. This was back in 2005, and it wouldn't be until 2013 when the game was officially revealed. I remember sitting in a Skype call with my friends and seeing that trailer during the Sony E3 press conference.
Yeah, I remember.
I was just 17 years old.
It was epic.
Absolutely losing.
It was epic.
Trust me, I wish I had footage of this experience because I actually fell to the ground in my bedroom from excitement. But I'm not here to go on a full history lesson on the development of the game. It's something that we've all owned for several years now. At any point, I can just grab my copy of the game, throw it on my PlayStation, and
I even told my friend I would play any other Kingdom Hearts game, but I'm not going back to Kingdom Hearts 3. And he agreed. I don't think he even got the DLC. I don't think he did. There was a moment when he saw the whole DLC stuff with the whole Mickey stuff fighting Xehanort's organization, and he was like, oh my god, what a moment. But I'm over here like, I don't give a shit. I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything. This could have been in the fucking base game, and maybe I would have felt something. But since it's a DLC, you wanted me to pay fucking money for it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Again, like I said before, putting a Band-Aid on a wound that doesn't fucking it's like literally what Kingdom Hearts 3 is literally an open of a chest area that is gushing with blood, and all Square Enix did was put a fucking goddamn Band-Aid instead of fucking doing surgery to it. You know? It's like, oh no, we fixed it, even though blood is scurrying out of the fucking Kingdom Hearts 3 body, and it's dying. Oh, it's okay, you know, blood everywhere, or blood all over them and shit like that, thinking that, oh no, we fixed it, you didn't fix shit. This game has to be all revamped, to be quite honest with you. If you really want to fix Kingdom Hearts 3, it literally needs to be rebooted. Seriously. That's why so many people have pointed out that this series needs to be rebooted and start with Kingdom Hearts 2. Seriously. Or Dream Drop Distance. Either way, it doesn't fucking matter. That's what I would do. If I had a chance to reboot the franchise of Kingdom Hearts, I will start after Kingdom Hearts 2. I don't care what no one says. And if you disagree with me with that, then apparently you're not a big, huge Kingdom Hearts 2 fan. And this guy's gonna say Kingdom Hearts 2 is better than Kingdom Hearts 3? You're not gonna convince the hardcore fans that are crazy with Kingdom Hearts? You're not gonna convince them that Kingdom Hearts 3 is better than Kingdom Hearts 2. You're not gonna convince them with that. Everyone says that the Kingdom Hearts 2 gameplay style is fire, and they killed it in Kingdom Hearts 3. So, where's the drive forms? Where's the drive forms in Kingdom Hearts 3? Oh, but we're going to use the Keyblade stuff in the transformation. The Keyblade transformation stuff was a good concept, but the execution sucked. Sucked. If I'm going to have a Keyblade, and it does the same thing like other Keyblades do, then what's the point of me using that Keyblade? Oh, because it's stronger or it has better magic? Then might as well not even have that Keyblade in the game to begin with. It sounds like they were going to have less Keyblades. Then they found out they had basically no Keyblades, so they decided to just make other Keyblades that have the same fucking abilities as other Keyblades. They just do it stronger or weaker. Stupid. It isn't stupid. Continue on with this video.
3 itself has changed so much since its initial release, and I have not been someone who has been hidden about his feelings towards the vanilla version of the game. Kingdom Hearts 3 is the best disappointment I've ever played.
Yes.
Kingdom Hearts 3 has left me feeling torn. No Oathkeeper or Oblivion. No Final Fantasy characters. This world has been stripped so much in this game. Now we have to fight Demon Tide again. I really didn't enjoy Kingdom Hearts 3 when I finished it for the first time. It left
me neither.
me with a lot of feelings of uncertainty and ultimately soured a lot about what I felt with the series.
Right.
But there's a lot of layers to that I will go into eventually. Kingdom Hearts 3 has changed so much since then, and my opinion surrounding it too. A game that I once looked at with a lot of disappointment is now easily one of my favorite games in the series. Even occasionally topping my all-time favorite, Kingdom Hearts 2, in several aspects. And it took a lot of work to change my feelings like this. But ultimately, this is what Square Enix is catering to these type of fans. And they wonder why Final Fantasy is not making them money, because they're catering to people that don't give a shit. I can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 4 to come out. Let's see how many hardcore fans come back after Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm not coming back. I'm not playing Kingdom Hearts 4. Are you serious? I'm waiting for something. I'm waiting for what Atlas has to do next. Can't wait for the next Persona game. Can't wait for the next Shin Megami game. I'm waiting for Atlas. Atlas is killing it, while Square Enix is not. Right now, who's the king of all PGs? Atlas is. Bite me. I think Square Enix nailed it when everything was said and done. There were 3 key moments after Kingdom Hearts 3 release that made the game what it is today. The vanilla version versus the final version almost feels like a completely different experience. And I
Really? I know, one of my brothers that's gonna watch this video. Do you think so? Do you think that the vanilla version? You think that the DLC fixed the vanilla version? I know you're gonna say no, bro, because you played it. I didn't play it because I'm not gonna fucking do that shit. And I think you told me you got it for free or something like that. Because even you were like, I'm not paying for the fucking DLC. I hacked this and that, and now I'm playing it for free. You see? No one's not gonna pay for this shit. Everyone knows it's shit. So yes, piracy up the ass. Go ahead. I'm condoning it. Because fuck off. Like I said before, bite me.
I wanted to go through it today and highlight how much the game has grown. I know a lot of people's
Grown?
Kingdom Hearts 3 is rooted in the vanilla version of the game. And it's been 5 years. And I think those players should give the game another shot now.
No, I'm not. I'm not wasting my time playing Kingdom Hearts 3 again. And then playing with the DLC. I'm not wasting my time with this game again. I don't care if it has DLC or not. I'm not wasting my time with this fucking game. I'd rather fucking play Final Fantasy 13. At least I can have a good time with that game. Because the soundtrack to that game is fire, and the gameplay style is fun. Yup, I said it. Oh, but the auto battle. You do realize you don't have to use auto battle, right? Yeah, but the fact that they put it there, it's so stupid. You guys want to find any other thing to complain about with Final Fantasy 13, even though you really don't have to play Final Fantasy 13 autoly. The fact that you do tells me that you're lazy. You can't play any RPGs and use a command system with RPGs. This is why some idiots out here saying that turn-based is dead, and then we get Expedition 33, and it's going to kill Final Fantasy. Not completely kill it, but it's going to smack Final Fantasy in the face to the point that you're not doing this, so we're doing this. In Expedition 33, everyone's looking at that game. And if you see that trailer, it is spitting at the face of Square Enix, which it fucking deserves. I remember showing that trailer to my friends actually, and they were in shock. They were like, we can't believe this shit is real. And going back to what I said, I've said this before and I'll say it again. The reason that Expedition 33 is around is because the people that made it were tired for Square Enix to make a proper Final Fantasy game. So bite me when the people are saying that, oh, I love Final Fantasy VII Remake. I love Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Oh yeah. Oh Tifa. Oh Aerith. Those are not my characters, sorry. If you want to get Tifa and Aerith, play the original one. Oh, but those blocky graphics. Then you can't play an Atari game then. You can't play an Atari 2600 game. You can't. And those games are fucking fire. There's some games are bad, but mostly all of them that I played on the 2600 are fucking fire and are remembered forever. Just like the adventure game, the Atari 2600. Without that game, we wouldn't even got Legend of Zelda and fucking Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. So go fuck yourself. Seriously.
Say that Kingdom Hearts 3 is the most important video game.
And you know that.
It feels really good to be back here. But before I get into it, I want you to tell me a story surrounding Kingdom Hearts from your life that you want to share. Kingdom Hearts 3 is so rooted in my own personal coming of age story.
I'm sharing it.
Tell it without mentioning the game. I've been able to
seriously
around the world and meet so many of you guys because of this game, and I'm forever grateful for that. So I want to know if you have any tales you want to share. A moment you might have had with someone special in your life surrounding these games. Because if I've learned anything about Kingdom Hearts,
and then people are gonna be like, oh, you're a toxic Kingdom Hearts fan. No. People like him are a toxic Kingdom Hearts fan. Just because he's not reacting the way I'm reacting doesn't mean that's toxic. You guys don't know the definition of toxic, don't you? Seriously. They're condoning toxic behavior from Square Enix, and I'm not. How does that... See, you're not thinking. You don't have a brain. You don't have 2 brain cells moving in your brain. That's how you know you're a fucking robot.
And while you're down there, please be sure to do me a solid.
You're a simp, you're a bot, and you follow every fucking narrative that's pushed out here.
Welcome to Kingdom Hearts 3, 5 years later.
You don't have an opinion.
Feel the need to justify their actions to maintain a sense of self.
In Kingdom Hearts games, you're able to select your difficulty right at the very beginning, ranging from beginner, standard, and proud mode. Proud mode used to be the most difficult in the series, but when Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix dropped, it introduced a brand new critical mode.
Which was awesome.
Received is double, your HP is essentially cut in half, and you do half the damage. This has objectively been the most difficult mode introduced in the series, and has been on and off throughout the titles. When Kingdom Hearts 3 first released, it only included the first 3 difficulties. Even in the case of proud mode, many players for Kingdom Hearts 3 considered the game to be way too easy. From my own personal experience, I was able to get to the Keyblade graveyard without dying a single time.
Pretty much, yeah.
I faced off against the Xenorts where I had a little bit of trouble, but overall, getting through the game was.
I literally, when I did fought the Xehanort fight, that's when I did die, and I was like, wow, I fucking died for the first time in this whole game. I beat this game in 2 days. And when I was at the end, fighting Xehanort, going to Skyward Asylum, I'm like, oh, you know, look at this huge area that I get to explore. All right, you know, I'm going to go to sleep and then go to bed and then play that shit. And then I kept going in my head. I'm like, oh, man, you're going to explore that castle. You're going to explore Skyward Asylum. It's going to be so cool. You could be seeing a whole bunch of stuff with Xehanort's past or something like that. Or maybe you get to play as Xehanort when you walk into the building. And it's always like, what the fuck? But he's experiencing Xehanort's stuff. That would have been awesome. We didn't get that. Square, you are showing me a giant castle, and we can't fucking go in it. I can understand we can't go to every fucking floor. At that point, that's a lot of resources, you know. But at least let me explore it, kind of like you do in the other Kingdom Hearts games. I mean, if you explored it as much as like the Disney Castle, I wouldn't fucking mind it. But we don't even do that. Stupid. It's fucking retarded. If we explore that castle just like Hollow Bastion in Kingdom Hearts 1, I wouldn't mind it, but we didn't. Same thing in Kingdom Hearts 2.
So much in his kit that he can take out several enemies at once without blinking an eye. Sora in Kingdom Hearts 3 is the strongest he's ever been with the amount of options he has. From the Keyblade transformations to the attraction flows basically being immortal attacks. But after a few combos, even the most challenging enemies would fold like paper, leaving a lot of players' initial playthrough of the game to be almost so easy that there was no conflict in the gameplay. Many were wondering where that critical mode patch was going to kick in, but fortunately, we didn't have to wait too long, with the patch being released as free DLC on April 23rd that year, 3 months after the game. And critical mode for Kingdom Hearts 3 did not disappoint. Your HP and MP were
the critical mode was free, right? But not the DLC was free? Remember back then when DLC was free? Or remember when it was only 50 cents? Good times, good times, good times. Good times, good times.
They also added critical counter, critical recharge, area recovery, and a ton of.
That's when gaming was fucking fire. During the PS3 era and Xbox era.
Making the most basic dusk enemy take my life at the very first visit of the game.
Even Nintendo was killing it with the Wii and the DS.
The dust got me.
The difficulty, look, the critical mode in Kingdom Hearts 3, to be honest, I don't care for it. I don't care for it. It's probably one of the worst critical modes I ever fucking played in a Kingdom Hearts game. Because I can understand maybe bosses, maybe. Because at least that happened to me with Liggling Will. Basically, this is what the enemies are in Kingdom Hearts 3 in critical mode. You hit them, then they counterattack, and then boom, you're dead. That happened to me with Liggling Will. And that's fine, because Liggling Will is probably like the hardest boss in the whole franchise, basically, you know? Right next to probably Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 1, probably. But I'll say Liggling Will is probably more tougher. But then I'm over here like I'm looking at this whole situation like, what the fuck? Is like, really? The difficulty of this game is actually laughable. It's laughable. It's laughable. You have three options in Kingdom Hearts 3 of difficulty, and all of them are easy as fuck, and there's not a progression of like, alright, the beginner is easy, the middle is somewhat in between easy and hard, then proud mode is like really challenging, then critical mode is like really challenging. But no, all those three are fucking easy as fuck, and then you give me critical mode, and all of a sudden it's hard like this? At that point, it looked like critical mode and proud mode had sex and had a baby, and this is ultra mode. I wouldn't give a fuck if you gave me another mode that's called ultra mode, but that's what it is. It's ultra mode. Change it. Don't change it into critical mode. Change it to ultra mode. Give it a different name, because that's what it is. It's ultra mode, not critical mode. And no one would complain if there was another difficulty option after critical mode. Would you complain about it? I wouldn't. But if you are, then something's wrong with you, bro. Something's wrong with you. Wouldn't it be more great to have more difficulty options in Kingdom Hearts? Instead of just the standard 4 or 3? Whatever. This is why people can't play turn-based RPGs, because in turn-based RPGs, literally, there's no difficulty option. You are forced. to grind. You are forced to think outside of the box. You are forced to go out there and get good weapons and become a badass instead of just, I don't know, automatically becoming a badass because the game gives you certain stuff as a freaking what was it? A little what was it? Well, I mean, 4 minutes in, this is a 20 fucking minute video. Like, what is it? What was I gonna say? Fuck it, you know what? It doesn't matter. But all you guys know that this game, the difficulty with this game, is pointless. I don't think the difficulty in this game is even justified. And the fact that people say that this difficulty is good, apparently you haven't played my game. Because I guarantee you, if you played my game with the difficulty, you would complain like a little bitch. Because it's turn-based RPG and you can't fucking play a turn-based RPG. And that's not everybody. I've seen people that can play turn-based and action. But people that respect turn-based, look at action sometimes, and are very, very harsh with it. And I am too. How come we don't have a Kingdom Hearts game that's like Shin Megami Tensei? It doesn't have to be turn-based, but it could have the same style of Shin Megami Tensei. You know how you attack, you know how you use some type of what is it, weak spell, and you could literally defeat the enemy like that, but if the enemy does that to you, they could kill you faster too? That would have been a great addition for Kingdom Hearts if they added that. But no, what do I fucking know, right? And there's still difficulty options to do that in Shin Megami. You see? Oh, it's so good. I love Shin Megami 5, to be quite honest with you. Especially the new one that came out with the extra stuff in it. Now that right there I'll put my money for. And that was only $60. Awesome. Kingdom Hearts, how much was the DLC? $30 from what I've heard? And then, from what I can remember, and then the standalone game that I got was $80. Because I got the box set and everything like that. Because I thought it was worth it. Apparently I was wrong. I should have got this game when it was on sale for 40 fucking goddamn dollars. Or maybe $20. Or maybe $1 altogether.
Realized how I was going to handle every combat situation. No longer could I just slam the keyblade and hope for the best. Even the most basic enemy encounters, I had to be out there fighting for my life. I'm dead as hell. Oh my god. Come on, let me get that transformation. Let me get that ass beat-ation! And I love that.
You know, I don't remember hacking and slashing in the Kingdom Hearts games to the point that, oh, I'm going through these enemies really fast. The only time that happens is because you leveled up really good, especially with your drive forms. The only time I felt that way was in Kingdom Hearts 3. All the Kingdom Hearts games that I felt didn't do that to me. The enemies still kick my, especially in Kingdom Hearts 1. Try to do the hack and slash shit that you do in Kingdom Hearts 3. I guarantee you, you will die.
This option into the game. I had so much more fun.
Because Kingdom Hearts 1 is not like that. It's not like that.
There's something special about overcoming an enemy that has just been putting its hands on you. And Kingdom Hearts 3 finally added a hurdle worth climbing. And
people want to complain with the Kingdom Hearts 1 type of gameplay style, and I'm going to be like, why? Because it's too slow for you? Yeah, okay. Because you're a little slow in the head, that's why.
Times past, which can then be exchanged for the Oblivion Keyblade later on. And with Oblivion offering one of the sickest form changes in the game, it was definitely worth the process. Although now, Kingdom Hearts 3 ran into another issue. With all of this new difficulty, we still had very few bosses to test this out on. We did have the Dark Inferno, which could be faced in the Keyblade Graveyard after beating the game, but there's a reason why he was dubbed the Kingdom Hearts community's punching bag. People would just fight him to flex out their new combos and Keyblades. But it wasn't to the level of other secret bosses we've seen in the past.
This is how much
there's still something missing to really...
I tried to get the ultimate weapon in Kingdom Hearts 1. I got the ultimate weapon in Kingdom Hearts 2. I tried to get the ultimate weapons in the other Kingdom Hearts games. In this one, I did not give a shit. My friend was like, you gonna get the ultimate weapon? I'm like, why? I don't give a shit about the ultimate weapon. When I could just use the Pirates in the Caribbean weapon that they gave me. Because, to me, that is the ultimate weapon. What, just because the ultimate weapon does higher more damage or higher magic? Wow, oh god, oh that's so great. I remember back in Kingdom Hearts 1 when you can actually switch your Keyblades because it actually meant something. Now it's just like, whatever was the highest, do it. Something that I do have a complaint with Kingdom Hearts. It's been like that for years. It's been like that for years. And I've always had a complaint with that. I'm like, why are you doing that? Change it to what it was back in Kingdom Hearts 1. That's why I loved all those Keyblades in Kingdom Hearts 1. You could switch back and forth and shit like that. You know, even when you did get the ultimate weapon, still switching back and forth with the Keyblades was still fun. Because they had different abilities, different magic attributes, and different ability attributes. But that's just me, right? Fuck what I have to say, right? Because Kingdom Hearts 1 sucks, right? And all the other ones are better than Kingdom Hearts 1? Because the combat is slow?
Show us that extra bit of challenge. Something to remind us what Kingdom Hearts is truly capable of. You know where I'm going with this.
Fuck Remind. Fuck Remind. Remind can fucking suck. Remind can die. Fuck Remind. Fuck you, Swale.
It feels so weird that this is part of the DLC exclusively. This is the first time we received downloadable content for Kingdom Hearts, but it functions similarly to the final mix type content we got in the past, where new content was introduced to recontextualize the story along with some new boss fights.
Think of the DLC as a final mix. No, I won't.
January 23rd, 2020 on PlayStation, almost a full year after the game.
Because at least with the final mix, they knew it had to be complete. They knew it had to fit with the narrative of the story. This does not. It's just random bullshit with random bullshit.
Sora during the events of the Keyblade Graveyard, as we see him using the power of waking to jump from heart to heart to save his friends from oblivion, and get one step closer to Kairi along the way. A big thing that Remind does that instantly remedies a lot of what Kingdom Hearts 3 did is because they aren't afraid to show us the content. There are a lot of story decisions in the vanilla version of the game that completely fall flat without the context being later added in Remind. I use the moment with Aqua in the Keyblade Graveyard as an example, where in the vanilla version, Aqua seems to just give up during an incredibly stressful situation, which is fairly out of character for her, especially for how dire things are. She just drops her Keyblade and accepts the darkness overtaking her.
That drove me fucking crazy.
Like, how could she fall so easily? It made her character seem weak without much of an explanation. It was more so left to the player's interpretation. Now, when we look at this scene in Remind, we're able to actually see
sorry guys.
Aqua is petrified in the darkness, showing her forms of herself when she was trapped in that realm, which was obviously a very traumatizing moment for that character. But we get to see what's coming from Aqua's eyes. We get to see the fear overtake her in this moment with the proper reasoning. And there's so many moments like this in Remind that just add the context I need for the story to be satisfying. I think about how they talk about the power of waking in the version of the game, where characters are constantly telling Sora about the risk.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to charge my phone while doing this because I used to have a thing that I can put my phone in and then charge my phone at the same time, and I don't know what happened to it. So I need to figure this shit out here. So I'm sorry with the whole static thing and everything like that. So let's continue on with this bullshit.
But all through the vanilla, these characters are just telling you. When we get to Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, there's a scene with Sora and Kairi where they're in the final world. And we see Sora dealing with the power of waking as his entire being is starting to fade away. We can see that he's starting to pay that ultimate price. And Kairi is none the wiser, almost making this situation even sadder, as he's hiding the truth that he's hurting because he doesn't want to worry her. And personally, I feel like that's a lot more impactful than someone just telling me that this bad thing is going to happen. Remind shows...
but that was in the DLC. So you mean to tell me you mean to tell me, Skyward, you approve the story that should have been in the main game as DLC. Something that should have been something that they should have shown and not tell, and they should have done it in the main game, but they put it in the DLC and you're like, and you had to pay for it. So you're like, that's what I'm saying. Fuck that shit.
Shows me, while Kingdom Hearts 3 tells me. Of course, the biggest indication of this is how they handled Kairi in Remind. Where in vanilla, she just seems like another damsel in distress. But in Remind, they gave her multiple scenes of her throwing hands with some of the strongest villains in the game. And to top it all off, they made her fully playable, and she functions so differently from everybody else. And how she's able to teleport around the map by throwing her Keyblade. Her battle quotes are also very on character, and overall, this made Kairi actually feel like she's part of this wide ensemble. To lightning round the Remind episode real quick, because
they should have had Aqua right next to Sora.
They had that moment with the Guardians all working together, and we got it in the sauciest way possible with these team combos and small interactions between these beloved characters. For it to end with them placing King Mickey in a 13 versus 1 battle, showing the King, an absolute unit. This moment is super boring from a gameplay perspective, no crazy combos or anything, but the amount of iconic moments to come from this alone, just seeing them all work together, this was my Avengers Assemble. I'm literally getting I also made Riku and Aqua playable for
oh, I'm about to die because of this motherfucker. Oh, God. Stop making me laugh of your bullshit. Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot.
More than just their normal fight, but it is a nice little touch. They also made Scala and Kyla more of a world this time around, instead of the location just being 2 rooms and then the final battle. We were able to explore this beautiful landscape and see the architecture of the town. Scala is obviously a very important location for lore, so to be able to explore it was everything. But the cream of the crop has got to be the changes to the ending. where before we got to see the paths of all of our friends and how they're living their lives after the Keyblade War. For Remind, you see how Sora and Kairi are working together to fix everything. And in my opinion, it makes for a stronger ending than what we initially got. I was so bitter about this story for so long, I made an entire video where I basically rewrote the whole game.
And I guarantee you it was probably better than what you got with the DLC, am I right? Am I right? Am I right? I guarantee you it was. But you still are sucking the fucking dick out of this fucking game and Square Enix. You're not the only one that's doing that, though. You're just a good example to point out. Hey, I didn't have to talk about your video, but your video was the first thing that popped up, Skyward. So I'm going to have to talk about it. I'm going to have to talk about it. Especially when I did agree with you of how you felt with Kingdom Hearts 3. Then you're going to look at the DLC and you're like, can I have another song?
Way of handling it at the time, and I made that before Remind even came out. I really do think the DLC improves on the story in such massive ways because it fills up those little blanks that just makes it so much juicier. And I'm only talking about the first episode of 3 that this DLC adds. After clearing out Remind, you have access to the Limit Cup episode, where this time you play as Riku on the hunt for Sora after the events of the game. And would you look at that, they brought back the Final Fantasy characters. One of the biggest critiques was their absence in the base game. And like, no one is looking at the Final Fantasy characters in these games as a means of pushing the story forward in a meaningful way. In fact, I think we all love their cameos and how they fit in the story in their own way. Having them around makes the Kingdom Hearts experience feel more complete, since these characters have been around since the very beginning. A colossal W to bring them back.
Okay. Apparently, you heard what he said? Hold on, let me go back. Hear this shit. Because everyone that I know literally said that the Final Fantasy characters were very a critical moment in Kingdom Hearts 2 and 1. And he's over here like, well, again, agreeing with Square. We don't need Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts. Then you complain about it, they put it in, and you're still like, well, you don't have to contribute anything with the story, so that's fine. What? Apparently you forgot about Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. With the whole with you going to Radiant Garden and freaking destroying all these Heartlesses, along with all these Final Fantasy characters helping you along the way. That was badass. That told the story, and that was their home. The reason it got swallowed up by darkness, and that's why they had to go to Traverse Town. Did you fucking forget? Are you that fucking stupid?
Massive ways because it fills up those little blanks that just makes it so much juicier. And I'm only talking about the first episode of 3 that this DLC adds. After clearing out Remind, you have access to the Limit Cup episode, where this time you play as Riku on the hunt for Sora after the events of the game. And would you look at that, they brought back the Final Fantasy characters. One of the biggest critiques was their absence in the base game. And like, no one is looking at the Final Fantasy characters in these games as a means of pushing the story forward in a meaningful way. In fact,
what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Them being part of these Final Fantasy characters being part of the Kingdom Hearts storyline was the best part about Kingdom Hearts. And you over here saying that, oh, they don't need to be here. Just like Square Enix said. We don't need Final Fantasy characters. We complain about it, you put them in, and you still said, they're still not really, what's the point of them having to be part of the story anyways? Because we don't need them. This is a crossover between Final Fantasy and Disney, not anime and Disney. Go fuck yourselves.
In fact, I think we all love their cameos and how they fit in the story in their own way.
And by the way, Tifa and Final Fantasy, Tifa and Kingdom Hearts 2, waifu material, and nowadays, if Kingdom Hearts 2 came here nowadays, they would have censored the shit out of her.
The Kingdom Hearts experience feel more complete, since these characters have been around since the very beginning. A colossal W to bring them back, and I hope they continue this trend. Please don't forget about Final Fantasy. Upon analyzing some data, the player will now need to face off.
But didn't you just say not that long ago that they have nothing contribute to the story? And basically that's okay? Do I need to go back? Do we have to go back to what you said, Skyward? I will. I don't give a fuck. I would do it. I would fucking do it.
This was my therapeutic way.
I would fucking do it.
And I made that before Remake even came out. I really do think the DLC improves on the first episode of 3 that this DLC adds. After clearing out Remake, you have access to the Limit Cut episode, where this time you play as Riku on the hunt for Sora after the events of the game. And would you look at that, they brought back the Final Fantasy characters. One of the biggest critiques was their absence in the base game. And like, no one is looking at the Final Fantasy characters in these games as a means of pushing the story forward in a meaningful way. In fact, I think we all love their cameos and how they fit in the story in their own way. Having them around makes the Kingdom Hearts experience feel more complete, since these characters have been around since the very beginning. A colossal W to bring them back, and I hope they continue this trend. Please don't forget about Final Fantasy. Upon analyzing the data...
You see how you see how he goes both and then switches at the same time? It's almost like he caught himself and he's like, oh shit, people get pissed. No shit. I just caught you in your bullshit.
Player will now need to face off against the new Data Organization 13. Being similar to the ones in Kingdom Hearts 2, these battles are amongst the most difficult in the series. And I mean that in the most honorable way because I loved getting absolutely bodied by these members. When Remake came out, I streamed the game...
Then you're gonna love Shin Megami Tensei. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys don't play those. No. No. Skyward and all you motherfuckers, MSHMK, Cynical, if you want to have your big boy pants, if you want to get your cherry popped, play an old school Final Fantasy game, like Final Fantasy VI, or the original Final Fantasy VII, or play a new modern turn-based RPG game like Shin Megami Tensei. How come we don't show it off in your channels? How come we don't show it off in your channels? How come we don't show it off in your channels? How come we don't show it off in your channels? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought. And I bet you anything they would get the Pixel remasters because it's easier. Oh, because it's more excessive. No, it's more easier for you. You mean to tell me you couldn't get an emulator to download old Final Fantasy games? You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're doing it for convenience so it can be easier for you. Go screw yourself.
It's incredible. It's one of the few situations where I couldn't believe how fun these fights were. Especially looking at the other secret boss that the Osaka team made with the Dark Inferno.
Fuck the Osaka team.
Good, but not this good. In fact,
no, the Osaka team, never good. That's why when I found out they were making Kingdom Hearts 3, I knew something was trouble.
When Remake came out, a lot of people complained that it was too difficult when compared to the base game. And they were absolutely right. I think the team took those easy comments personally and went to work. You couldn't even continue the story until you beat all 13 of them. Obviously, gaming was back. All leading up to the secret episode where we face off against Yozora. Already, this entire setup is super bugged out. You're meaning to tell me that the character in a random cutscene from the Toy Story world is going to be one of the toughest secret bosses to ever touch the stakes? I wouldn't believe you. But here we are in the realistic version of Shibuya, fighting Dylan Sprouse on top of a skyscraper for our free...
Dylan who?
Remember the first time you
never heard of him.
Keyblade and beat you with it? Or the time he stole your Kupo coin from right outside of your pocket? Yozora is a masterclass in trial and error since I thought this battle was going to be unwinnable from the beginning. I remember dying in seconds when I first booted it up, but then after a bit of dodging and probing, we were able to get our combos in, eventually winning us the battle, and what a satisfying win that was.
Yozora is literally a ripoff of Noctis.
Okay, oh my god. Remake gave us those little bits of story that needed to propel us into the future of the series, and it showed us...
Literally, Nomura is literally like, well, if I can't have my Final Fantasy Versus 13, I'm putting it in Kingdom Hearts. I mean, to be honest, that's not a bad idea, but when you're literally doing step by step of what Final Fantasy Versus 13 was in front of our faces, and you're literally telling us, Nomura, that no, it's just a coincidence, stop fucking lying to your fan base. You're insulting my intelligence, you fucking scummy piece of shit.
Has the power to create unbelievable boss fights. It's absolute peak performance and makes me excited for what they're going to do next. And we're still waiting to see what happens next. This dropped back in 2020, and while we got new story stuff for Melody and Memory and Kingdom Hearts Dark Road, we're still waiting for a more traditional Kingdom Hearts experience. And to hold us off on that wait, Square Enix did something insane. Something that nobody was anticipating, but opened up Kingdom Hearts in a way that we've never seen before.
Tell me more.
On February 11, 2021, Epic Games has announced that the Kingdom Hearts series will be making its PC debut on March 30th, bringing over
that probably is a sign.
how massive it is that...
Once my phone fell, I think that's a sign right there. Okay, I don't think I need to go anymore as I need to, guys. Because now he's going to talk about the PC shit, and I don't think we have to talk about that shit. To be quite honest with you. Why we're going to talk about the PC port of Kingdom Hearts 3? Because they added some stuff, and now people can mod and stuff like that? Okay. just goes to show me that modders are more creative than Square. And that's all I'm going to fucking goddamn say. I'm done. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys. Seriously. And this is it. I'm freaking done. I'm never playing this game fucking again. Never. And I'm never playing the fucking DLC either. Seriously, as long as I live, I would never play this game again or the DLC.